Oh hi! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah and I really like to knit. I'm currently in Norway and I've mentioned this trip quite a few times in my previous videos and it's finally time. So before I talk to you about my new exciting knitting project, I wanted to give you a quick little recap of the last few days. So me and my partner drove 1.5 days to get here. First we drove all the way through Germany to the north of Denmark, where we had an Airbnb for one night. And yesterday morning we took I think it was 3.5 hour ferry to Kristiansand, which is in the south of Norway. And then we drove 2 more hours with our car to this very stunning Airbnb on top of a very steep hill, and which has a very amazing view of a fjord. I'm currently looking at it. I'll show you that view in a minute. The weather is currently very windy, rainy. It's very nice to be inside. So now let's move on to my knitting project. In this video, I want to make the Esther sweater by petiteknit. This was a really spontaneous project. I actually had another project in mind to start in Norway, and I already bought the yarn for that one. But a few days before I started packing for this trip, I was organizing my yarn stash and I stumbled upon this yarn. This is Drops Daisy, which is 100% wool in this soft light blue. This yarn, by the way, is the color 9. I think the name is called Ice Blue, and it really grabbed my attention for some reason. I bought this yarn for a specific pattern, which I wanted to make, but I lost interest in this pattern, and since then the yarn just lays in my stash. But when I was organizing it, it really grabbed my attention for some reason. Maybe it's the softness or this very cute color. I don't know. I held it in my hand and was like, I really want to make something with it. So where I'm going to when I want to get some inspiration for a knitting project? Right, we're going to Ravelry. So I went to my computer, opened up Ravelry and looked up projects people did with this exact same yarn. And after some time searching, I stumbled upon this project by Bumply Knits, and she made the Esther sweater by petiteknit. It really grabbed my attention for some reason. So here we are. I have 11 balls of yarn for this project, which should definitely be enough. I got the pattern, made a gauge swatch and hit gauge with 5mm needles. So now I give the microphone to Leah in the past, who just started this project, and I'll see you again in a minute. Hi, welcome to my new apartment. This is the first clip I'm filming here. Of course, there's a hair on my microphone. Today is Saturday and I'll be driving to Norway on Monday morning. And I was dead set on which project I want to bring to Norway with me. It was the Storm sweater by petiteknit. I also bought the yarn for that. You can see it in the background over there. Let me show you how much I've done so far. It's not much and I already had to frock a few rows. It's really not much, but yeah, this is how much I've done so far. This is the back panel. You can see the pattern forming, and I had to frock 3 rows, the last 3 rows, because for the back yoke you have to do increases for every row, and I did that. But I also did some kind of diamond shaped pattern. I hope that's the right word for it. And you have to do it until a certain point and then work stockinette stitch. And I did the pattern, the diamond shape pattern, in the part where I have to do stockinette stitch, if this makes sense to you. So at first I was like, should I frock it? Should I just keep going and it's just the bag, no one will notice? But it really was an easy fix. It took me maybe 15 minutes to go back, and yeah, I'm glad I did that. So this is my little progress for the first 24 hours, not even 24 hours. It's a bit tricky for me to do the, is this a moss stitch? To do the diamond shape parts, these two. It's a bit tricky so far because I have to work on the right and wrong side, and maybe it will be a bit better when I work in the round. It's a bit more challenging than I thought, but it's It's alright. I hope I can work a few more rows. I'm currently on row 12. I have to go to row... I don't know. This is not much. But I really like the color, and I'm a sucker for a textured sweater pattern. And as I told you in the intro, I wanted to reknit the storm sweater, but I'm glad that I'm doing the Esther sweater first, because my last sweater project was the Moby sweater. This isn't actually true. The last sweater that I knitted, at least for you on YouTube, was my The Heart sweater. But for me back then it was the Moby sweater, because you can see my The Heart sweater over there on the mannequin. I started with it, but it wasn't finished so far. I just wanted to clarify that. So back to the video. Also by Petiteknit. Wow, what a coincidence. And I used drop sleemer for the Moby sweater, and I'll be using drop sleemer also for the storm sweater in the exact same color. Yeah, and I thought, why not take some kind of break and do another project with another yarn first. So that's the plan. I'm really liking my new room. It doesn't have a Dachschräge. What does Dachschräge mean? Tilted roof maybe? Hello? Roof slope? Is this the right word? Roof slope? When the roof goes, you know? Maybe saw that in one of my vlogs. So like I said, today is Saturday. I already did some work in the apartment. So I'll have to leave in around 2.5 hours. Because I'll meet up with my mom and my brother, and we'll be going to a concert together, which is wild. It's kind of funny story. When I was a little girl, my mom liked to listen to this popular German band, and she took me to a few concerts of them when I was this tiny. And back then I always was like, I hate this music. What am I talking about? Long story short, 2 years ago I listened to this band again and I quite liked it. Maybe it's the nostalgia kicking in or something like that. And I thought, why not look at some concert tickets for them? And I bought 3 tickets together with my brother, and we gifted them to my mom for Christmas. And today's the concert. And it's also a bit fun for me to go to the concert because it's the exact same venue where I saw Taylor Swift 1 year ago. I don't know, it's just, I had a great time back then, so it's nostalgic. Yeah, I'll be having a good time. So, back to my little knitting adventure with the Esther sweater. I hope I pronounced that right. So far, not much to see here. So, like I said, I have around 2.5 hours to go. I'll knit a bit. Wish me luck that I finally get the hang of the pattern knit, and it will be a bit easier for me to keep track of all these stitches and the pattern. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow, maybe I'll see you when I'm in Norway, who knows. See you soon. For you it will be maybe a few seconds. For me, not. this Airbnb is really dark. So I just went in another room and now I'm sitting on the ground in front of the window so you can see me a bit better. And let me tell you what happened to me after I went on the concert on Saturday, which I talked to you in the last clip about. On the way to meeting my mom and my brother, I got rear-ended. I think that's the word for it. I was standing on a red light and the car behind me was also standing, and the driver for some reason thought the light went green and just started and went straight into me. I'm laughing now, but I got really spooked. My car is not that severely damaged and no one got hurt. Everything's alright, but that was really spooky. Because of that, me and my partner weren't quite sure if we can go to Norway, but everything went out fine. Now we're here. That was all I wanted to catch you up on. And now I'm showing you the progress of the back panel of my Esther sweater. Ta-da! The cable is a bit short, but you can see the pattern just fine. A really nice texture so far. I'm having fun, but it's not as easy of a pattern as I thought it would be. It's just a bit hard to keep track when I have to do a knit and when I have to do a purl stitch, because I'm knitting on the right and the wrong side, and everything has to be different on the next row. It was really hard at first to keep track of everything, and I had to frog a few rows, but now I've got it, I think, I hope, because I made most of the progress yesterday on the ferry. I didn't really film much because it was full of people and I had quite a few lettering downs to do. But now everything is fine and I'm currently on row 50 and I have to knit until the back panel measures, I think, 28 centimeters. So I have around 10 centimeters more to go, and then I can put the stitches on hold. Classic drop shoulder pattern, and then I pick up stitches for the shoulder here and the shoulder here, do the front panels, and then I can finally join in the round. I'm excited for this step because I'm tired of having a wrong and the right side. I always have to keep track of where I am. It's not as mindlessly as I would like it to be, but it's a very interesting pattern. And this will be a really nice sweater. And I really like this yarn. This is so far, I think, my favorite drops yarn. It's very, very soft. I really like it. This is how much I have so far. This is still my first ball of yarn, so I should get a few more rows with it. And now I'll go and eat some lunch, and then we want to go on a little hike in this weather. But as we say in German, so etwas wie schlechtes Wetter gibt es nicht, es gibt nur schlechte Kleidung. Or in English, there's no such thing as bad weather, just the wrong clothing. And the last few days were really exhausting. First the move, then the little accident I had, then the drive up here. I'm just happy that everything worked out. Nothing bad happened. And we have a very relaxing and hopefully fun week ahead of us. So, me and the back panel for the Esther sweater will now go back to the living room. Good morning from Norway. The sun is finally coming out after 2 days of raining and thunderstorms, and I thought I'd sit down on the terrace and talk to you about my progress, and I can't see anything. But somehow we managed. I have a bit of progress since the last time we talked. I finished the back panel, and yesterday I picked up the stitches for the left front, and I just finished the left front. I still have to cut the yarn. I'm currently in row 33. The pattern is a bit vague about the whole connecting the front panels part, in my opinion, or I'm not reading it correctly, but I just knitted up to round 33. The next row would be 34. Now I'll cut the yarn, and then I'm doing the right panel, and when I'm finished round 33, I'll begin round 34, and then cast on stitches through the back loop is the recommended method, I think. Then I connect both the panels. I knitted all this up in just one evening. Really nice. It must be that it's just a few stitches, but I didn't have any problems with the pattern. Not like in the back panel, where I had to work with so many markers to know exactly what I need to do. Beginning to get very warm in the sun, but I'm quite enjoying that. Today is Friday. We soon will be going on a little hike and then do some groceries. I can't say the word. Oh, ich sehe nichts. And then we'll do some grocery shopping. That's how you say it. And also maybe do some yarn shopping. That's all I have so far. We went on a hike yesterday, or we tried to go on a hike yesterday, but it started raining so much and the hike was quite difficult. I didn't feel that safe, so after 1 or 2 kilometers we decided to stop and went back to the car. And I think that was the right choice, and I'm excited to see what today brings. Genug gelabert. I'm going back inside now, I can't see anything. See you probably when I connect the front panels. Oh, hi! Didn't see you there. Oh, this? Well, I can explain. I went yarn shopping today. And I thought I'd show you what I got. We have worsted alpaca by Sandnes Garn. I also used Sandnes Garn for my Oslo head, which I finished a few vlogs ago. But I used the Sunday yarn, I think, for that. And now we have worsted alpaca, which is just brushed alpaca. It's 96% alpaca and 4% nylon. It's a 50-gram ball, which equals approximately 110 meters. I think it's quite nice. And you probably wonder what I want to do with it. Well, at first, my plan was to get some yarn for a sweater I want to re-knit. And when I went into the shop, I had quite the idea what I want to buy for the yarn, but I couldn't find exactly what I wanted. I like to go into shopping very prepared. It's not just for yarn shopping. When I'm shopping for clothing, I always know exactly what I want, and I'm not very spontaneous. So I had 1 or 2 projects in mind and what kind of yarn I would like to use. I went through everything that they had in the store yarn-wise, and then I had to decide what I want to buy. Yeah, at first I looked for the sweater that I want to reknit, but I didn't find yarn that I liked. Happens, doesn't matter. So I went through my Ravelry library, found the project I wanted to make, looked at the yarn idea section on Ravelry, saw this yarn, found it immediately, and then I had to decide what color I wanted to make. This color really spoke to me. So, you may be wondering what I want to knit. I've decided not to tell you. This will be the first vlog in my little reknit series, and it's a smaller one. Is it a smaller one? I already made this project last year. There's no knitting project vlog about this, and I'm quite excited about this. I have to calm myself down, because if you're a knitter or like to do crafts or anything like that, you know the dopamine rush you get when starting a new project, and now I'm feeling this very much. Tell myself that I'm currently have 3 whips. I have my Esther sweater. I'm currently doing the heart sweater, which I should have uploaded the vlog for, and I also have my scrap yarn blanket at home with all my acrylic yarn in it that I have to hopefully finish this year. I'll start this project when I finish the Esther sweater and the heart sweater. Yeah, like I said, I have 7 balls of yarn. I bought this for a bit over 800 Norwegian crowns, which is around 70 euros. In German we say, man gönnt sich ja sonst nichts. Das G steht für gönnen. Sorry. Yeah, I'll pack this away now so that I don't get tempted to start. Tempted was the word I'm looking for. While we're at it, let me get the Esther sweater and I'll show you how much we have. I'm currently on my 3rd ball of yarn, and I connected the fronts yesterday evening. Ta-da! It's way easier to knit the pattern for the front just because I have quite the experience now with the pattern since the back. So I don't really work with stitch markers, I'm just taking my time. I'm currently on row 51. I'm holding this like you can see this. 51. And I need to get to row 78, I think. It's currently Saturday and we are here until Tuesday. Tuesday morning we will leave the Airbnb, drive back to Kristiansand, take the ferry back to Denmark, have an Airbnb for 1 night, and on Wednesday we're driving back home, all the way through Denmark and Germany until we reach our lovely new apartment. There's a little thing that annoys me, but I'm not quite annoyed enough to fix it. Here you can see this here is the right front and this is the back. This line goes seamlessly into this one. Amazing, we love that. That wasn't planned at all. But on the left front, the front I did first, it looks like this. But I already knitted this much and I'm not gonna. I looked at the pictures from the pattern and there it looks like this. So I knew that it would look like this, but it's a bit annoying that on one side it looks like this and on one side it looks perfect. But it's something I have to live with. I'm telling myself it's fine. It definitely is fine. I'm not gonna frock this. I'm not gonna do that. I'm excited to see how many more rows I can knit today, but now it's time for lunch. See you later. just took the reveal images and videos for my Oslo hat, which I've taken with me on this trip just for the backdrop. It's not really cold enough to wear it, but I'm keeping it on for the next few minutes. The weather is really nice today, finally. That's the good news. The bad news is that I'm getting sick. Yay. Tomorrow we actually wanted to go to in English it's called the Pulpig Rock, Prekestolen. We wanted to drive there and take the hike up to the rock, but it's not gonna happen. The drive alone would be 5 hours and the hike itself is 2 hours up and 2 hours down, so that we would be at 7 hours total, and I think that's a bit too much. Very sad, but what can you do? I'm really liking this Airbnb. It has a wooden terrace that goes all the way around the house with this absolutely stunning view. Anyway, I achieved quite a bit since the last time we talked for my Esther sweater. Let me show you what we currently have. Yesterday evening I actually started knitting in the round. Amazing, right? The cable isn't long enough to show you so much we currently have. I'm at a point where I don't need to have the pattern up all the time to see what I have to do. I finally got it memorized, which is very, very fortunate. I resetted the timer when I started knitting in the round, and I'm currently on round 7. And I also did a small modification for the pattern. I casted a few extra stitches on for the underarm parts. The pattern itself says to do, I think, 1 stitch for the underarm so that the moss stitch pattern can seamlessly continue. But I did 5. I just wanted to. An uneven number. And the armhole has quite a good size, I think. I think this will be a very nice fit. But before I really can try it... Oh shit, sorry. But before I can try the sweater on, I have to switch to a larger cable, which I don't think I have with me. So this has to wait until Thursday, I think. Maybe Wednesday. I just finished my 3rd bowl of yarn, and this is the last bowl of yarn that I have with me. So 3 bowls of yarn will give you around this much for size medium. Today is Sunday, so I'll definitely finish that up before coming home. But that's no problem. I have another knitting project with me, the heart sweater. So if I'm finishing up this last bowl, I can work on my other sweater. And for that I have 1.5 bowls with me. That should be enough to last me the whole trip. Like I said, today is Sunday. We're taking a very chill morning, and maybe after lunch later we're going for a walk. I would like that. Also, we have to see what we're gonna do tomorrow instead of the Pulpig Rock hike. Maybe we can do something a bit lighter. Something where we don't have to drive 5 hours just to be there and 4 hours to hike. Hi, it's still the same day. And I just realized that I've made a mistake in the pattern. So let me show you what I've done wrong. Maybe you can see it for yourself before I tell you. You can see the front. It's the same as in the back. You may have seen it, maybe not. I hope you haven't seen it. This little thingy is smaller than this little thingy. This is 9 stitches wide on the widest part instead of 11. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It would be around 12 rounds that I need to frog, and that's almost everything that I did today for knitting in the round. I don't think that elf rocket. I'll just keep going and maybe just go with it. It's really not that big of a deal. No one will know about this except for you and me. This is our little secret, so please don't tell anyone. And I'll just keep going. You maybe can tell this, but I've gotten a bit sicker. And I'm really tired. So I can't be bothered. Thank you for helping me clearing my mind. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. You tell no one, and we're good. We're cool. Look at this view. I really wish I would have this view at home. That's so nice. I'll definitely miss it. I'll go back knitting. Bye. It's finally nice out again. I know that I tell you that in every clip, but it's really non-stop raining. On the horizon I can see another set of rain clouds, so I maybe should walk back in a few minutes. I'm currently on a little walk down the road. Just couldn't be inside anymore. I had to take a little walk at least. Be a bit outside, even though I'm feeling like shit. Today is our last day here in Norway in the cabin. Tomorrow we have to check out and drive to Kristiansand again. It's a very chill morning. We have nothing much planned today because I'm sick, which is a bit of a shame, but also it's the best. I can barely walk down the hill and I'm out of breath, so hike, especially Preikestolen or Public Rock, no sir, this isn't happening. I'm sitting on a little picnic bench, just admiring the view of the fjord. Oh, it starts raining. I think I'll better head back. I came home just in time. It started really coming down with the rain. And I have a little update. I finished the last bowl of the Drops Daisy yarn that I have with me, and that's all I've got so far. Like I've already told you, I have another knitting project with me, the heart sweater, and now I'll just work on that. I'm currently on the back panel, which is just stockinette flat. So one row knit, one row purl. Not the biggest fan. I would love if I could continue working on the sweater, but this has to wait until I'm back home in Germany again, which should be in around 3 days. This is how much 4 bowls of yarn Drops Daisy will give you, and I'll see you back home. I'm finally back home, and it's been around a week since I'm back, and I'm still a bit sick, but everything's fine. Every day I'll get a little better. So yeah, as you can see, I'm wearing the current state of my Esther sweater. Let me stand up for you. Here you can see it. And now I can finally start with the ribbing for the body. I knitted this up to my desired length, and 1 second. Okay, I tried the sweater on, and I really like the length when I add the 9 centimeter ribbing. And all in all, I have 5.5 of these. Oh, this is the front. 5.5 of these repeat thingies. The pattern says to knit up half of these little thingies and then start with the ribbing. I looked at the pattern pictures and saw that petite knit as well has 5.5 repeats, so that's nice. I'll change my needles from 5mm. I have 5mm to 4mm needles, then do the ribbing for 9 centimeters, and the body is complete. I'm really liking the fit. It's very loose. It's not that tight fitting, which I liked, which I exactly wanted for a sweater. That's quite amazing. My hair looks really good today. I did some I did some sock curls last night. If you're on TikTok or maybe Instagram, these have gone viral, I think the last 1-2 years, where you put one fuzzy sock and then wrap your hair around it and sleep on it. And I think this looks really nice, and it's really comfy to sleep in for me. It holds the curls, maybe waves, way better than other techniques I tried. I'm having a good hair day, which is very nice. I have another thing I wanted to talk about because I'm really excited about that, but it's very niche and you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But let me show you and explain a little bit. I'm very interested in computer and technology. My first job actually was in IT. I got myself a Raspberry Pi. A Raspberry Pi basically is a little computer. I also have this case for it with a little fan inside, and you can do all sorts of cool projects with that. I really wanted a Raspberry Pi since, I don't know, a few years back, when we had the pandemic. Remember that? I really wanted one, but they were sold out for like months, and I always said to myself that I get myself a Raspberry Pi and do some smart home stuff with it when I have a bigger apartment. And now I have a bigger apartment, but I'm not gonna do smart home stuff with it. I'm not sure how realistic this is. This is not very planned out so far. I just got myself the Raspberry Pi that I really wanted. I want to make my own cloud storage with it. I very briefly looked up how to do that and if it's even possible, and security-wise, if that's clever. I think I can do that. And if it doesn't work out, I find another use for it. Maybe some smart home stuff, I don't know. We'll see about that. This will be very exciting, but at the moment I don't have much time to work on that. You know what is really exciting about moving, besides the opposite, new apartment and more space or something like that? I moved to a completely new city to me. I've never been here before, and so it's quite exciting to get to know the city by taking walks. I set myself the goal for this week to every day go a different route and explore a bit. This is basically everything I wanted to tell you since 1 week. I will start with the ribbing next, then do the neckband or the sleeves. We'll see what I'm feeling. Oh man, I talked for 20 minutes. Time to be productive, I guess. Bye. Yesterday evening I finished the body for the Esther sweater while watching the movie Fight Club. I've never seen that one before. I know it's a classic. It was alright. The ribbing for the body measures 9 centimeters, which came out for me to 27 rounds. And now the body measures from the back cast on edge all the way to the bind off 52 centimeters, exactly like the pattern says. So next I want to do the neckband so that I can see how far the body cinches together, and I have a better understanding of how long I want the sleeves to be. So I think that's the next logical step for me. But now, back to knitting. For the second time in this video and in this year 2025, I'm sick again. I don't know where it came from. I didn't really leave the house except for going to the office, but no one was there really, so I don't know. But yeah, I don't feel that sick, but I definitely am. You probably can hear it, you probably can see it. But I really want to give you a little update on my Esther sweater. I had to pause this project for around 1.5 weeks, maybe 2, because I was focusing on the heart sweater, which I just finished yesterday. It's currently blocking in the living room, and I'm really, really excited about this. This project really went well for me. I'm really happy about this. I'm so excited to wear this. But now to the Esther sweater. If you remember correctly, we finished the body and the neck almost. I realized yesterday that I haven't sewn down the neck band, but I'll leave that for later. Maybe I'll do that in between both sleeves, just for something a little different. You can also see the folding line, which is nice. So today I started the sleeves, and this is how much I currently have. Here you can see the pattern part. The pattern says to pick up 74 stitches for size medium, but if you remember, I casted on 5 additional stitches for both underarms when connecting the front and the back. I'm glad I remembered that, because I didn't wrote it down in my Ravelry project notes, which, thank you, passed me. So I had to pick up 5 more stitches, so 79. And then I did 3 extra stitches for the moss stitch on one side, and 2 extra stitches. I can't talk today. And 2 extra stitches in moss stitch at the end of the round. When I read the part for the sleeve in the pattern, it says that we're gonna do some centered double decreases, which I've never done before. I just did my first decrease, and it was really easy, of course. Nothing to write home about, but the next time I'm doing a decrease, I'll show you, just so you see it as well. I'm currently on row 20. I have to knit until the sleeve is around 36 centimeters long, I think the pattern recommends. And I am not sure how I want the sleeve to end. Probably just like the body ends with half of the diamond. So I don't know. I'm sick. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'll probably ended the same way as I began the sleeve. This is how much I have knitted so far today. I spent maybe 1 or 2 hours just knitting. I just had some potato and carrot soup with some vegetarian sausage. That tasted amazing. I'll just knit a bit more on my sleeve now, and in around an hour I'll be playing some Medieval Dynasty with a few of my friends. This is always so much fun, and I can also knit while we're playing that when I'm crafting some stuff. Those games where I can play and also knit sometimes, these are my favorite kind of games. Today is Sunday, and I'm excited to see how much I can get done in the upcoming week. I'll probably finish the sweater, which I hope, so that I can finally start with my knitting project with the yarn that I bought in Norway. I can't stop thinking about it, and the weather is finally getting more into fall. It's very windy and rainy, and I really want to knit this project that I'm planning on. This will be fantastic. So I'm very motivated to finish the sweater. This is also very fun. I have a very cool video to watch from Breathing Yarn, where she knitted the nocturnal sweater. I also saw the sweater on Ravelry, and I'm excited to watch this. So I'll do that now. It's 40 minutes long, so I can watch the whole thing, and then I'm gonna play some Medieval Dynasty. Even though I'm sick, I'm feeling great. I believe the first sleeve for my Esther sweater is almost done. It's still on my needles, but I think I got it to a length that I can bind off in the next round. So this is how it looks so far. And I did around 6 of these diamonds. You start with half a diamond and I ended with half a diamond here. So all in all I have 6 diamonds. I wasn't quite sure how long I wanted the sleeves to be. The pattern only says to end with either half a diamond or a full diamond. I'm sorry if this isn't a diamond, I'm not sure what to call this shape in English. So I looked at a few pictures from petite and saw that on one of the pictures she also has 6 of these diamonds and ends with half a diamond. And because it was the same for me with the length, I tried the sleeve on when I was also at 6 diamonds, and with the added ribbing it should be the perfect length. And all in all, the sleeve is 117 rounds long. The sleeve is currently 21 rounds long, looks like this, and it has a length of 8 centimeters. The pattern says to knit 9 centimeters, but 8 centimeters is enough for me, especially when I count in the blocking. So I still have to sew down the neck band, but I'll do that when I weave in all the ends that I have. So now I will knit to my cute little stitch marker, do 2 rounds of double knitting and then the bind off. So the first sleeve will definitely get done today. Maybe I can even pick up the stitches for the second sleeve and then I can almost see the finish line. Almost. Yeah, I realized this morning that I maybe don't have enough yarn. Maybe, I'm not sure yet, but the thought crossed my mind. Yesterday evening I started this ball of yarn and I have one other ball of yarn in my stash, so a bit less than 2 balls. Is this enough? Probably. I'm still a bit scared. Maybe for nothing, probably for nothing. Probably will be just fine. Okay, so my cute Esther sweater on. Lovely, lovely. Hi. I knitted for a few hours today and my hands hurt just a little bit, so I thought I let them get a bit of rest while I talk to you. I'm on my last ball of yarn and I only have this much for the sleeve, so this won't be enough. A voice in my head says, oh, probably, maybe. You don't know if you don't try. But I know, the reasonable voice in my head says, it won't be enough. So I'll take this opportunity and order yarn for 1 or maybe even 2 more projects. This morning I saw the new pattern from My Favorite Things Knitwear, which is, I believe, called Polo No. 1. And I really like this. This immediately got my attention. I really like the color choices and I don't know, it looks really interesting. So maybe I order some yarn for that. The pattern will be released on Monday. Today is Friday. I have a look at the pattern once it's released. I'll probably finish this ball of yarn on the weekend. I should order it. I should order today. So I'll probably do that. And do the Polo No. 1 another time. When I'm running out of yarn, probably tomorrow, I have 2 more projects planned that I want to knit at the same time. One is a more simpler one where I just do stockinette, and the other is a colorwork sweater, which I'm so excited because I have the yarn since the beginning of the year. I talked about the sweater in my yarn organization video, which I did 100 years ago. And the pronunciation was quite wrong. Every time I think about the sweater, I forget how you pronounce it. So yeah, it will be a little surprise if you have no idea what I'm talking about. So keep an eye out for the upcoming video of that. And yeah, I think I'll go now on the World Wide Web, open up some yarn supplier nearby and order some yarn while on the same time looking for 1 or 2 more projects that I want to knit so that I can save a bit of money for shipping. Okay, enough talking. I'm going back to work. Well. We have another finished sweater and I couldn't be happier about it. This is the second day that I'm wearing this, and yesterday morning when I put this on for the first time and wanted to go to the office, I had, I'm not gonna say a little meltdown, but I had a bit of panic that I'm not liking the sweater as much as I actually do now, because when I put it on, I really thought the sleeves were too long. And yes, they are long, but after wearing it yesterday, I think they have a very comfy length for me. I'm really enjoying this. And the second thing that I thought I wouldn't enjoy as much as I actually do is the length of the sweater. I thought I wanted it to be a little bit longer, but after wearing it with some high-waisted jeans, the sweater has actually the perfect length. So I'm happy that I don't have to make these changes, but if I had to do them, this wouldn't have been a very big problem. So yeah, what are my final thoughts? I really enjoyed this sweater. I'm really liking this, and yeah, I'm happy that I gave the Esther sweater a try, if you can say that. Back then when petite published this pattern, I just brushed it off. I didn't have the urge to make this, but like I said, I'm glad I gave it a try. I'm very glad that I stumbled upon the project page from Bumply Knits, I believe was her name, where she knitted the sweater with Drops Daisy and gave me the urge to do it as well. This was a very enjoyable pattern. I'm happy about the few stitches that I casted on for the underarm. The fit is really what I wanted it to be. Loose, comfy. The yarn was a very great choice. It's not itchy at all for me. The only thing that was a bit hard for me in the beginning was when I was working the sweater flat in the pattern, because I didn't know when to knit and purl and got confused sometimes, but with enough rows and stitch markers, I got the hang of it eventually, so no problem at all. Really cool sweater. Very happy about it. If you want to make this sweater as well, I have the Ravelry pattern page linked in the description, as well as my project page. And yeah, I believe that's it. If you enjoyed this video, maybe consider liking and subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And I really hope to see you in the next video.